Once upon a time, in the 17th century, a brave young man named Daniel Ivanov served aboard the mighty ship Tenacity. Daniel was born in St. Petersburg, Russia. He was a young boy when his father, an officer in the Russian Navy, was killed in action during the Great Northern War. His mother migrated the family to England. Daniel's love of ships and the sea was passed down from his father, and at the age of 19, he was accepted as a crewman on the English ship Tenacity. With his humble demeanor, friendly disposition, and exceptional competence as a crewman, he gained the respect of both crew and captain alike, and lived up to the name of his ship. One fateful day, as Tenacity rounded the treacherous Cape Horn, a fierce storm descended upon them. The sky darkened, and the sea roared with fury. Suddenly, a rogue wave, towering like a mountain, crashed over the ship, swamping the deck and sending the crew scrambling for safety. Daniel held on tightly, his heart pounding as water washed into the bowels of the ship. As the storm raged on, a large eagle driven by hunger swooped down from the sky, attempting to steal the ship's food supply from the deck. Daniel, quick on his feet, tenaciously managed to shoo the bird away, but not without a fierce struggle. Just when they thought things couldn't get worse, a massive shark was thrown onto the deck by the violent waves. It snapped at the crew with its powerful jaws, causing chaos and fear. Daniel, with the help of his fellow sailors, tried and finally managed to push the shark back into the sea, narrowly avoiding its deadly bite. The storm's relentless winds ripped the mainsail, leaving the ship vulnerable. Daniel and the crew worked tirelessly to repair it, their hands raw and their spirits tested. But their troubles were far from over. A giant octopus emerged from the depths, wrapping its tentacles around the ship's rudder, threatening to drag them down into the abyss. With abundant tenacity, Daniel and the crew fought the monstrous creature, hacking at its tentacles until it finally released its grip and disappeared into the dark waters. In the midst of this chaos, the captain was struck by a heavy dangling rope and knocked overboard. Without a moment's hesitation, Daniel dove into the turbulent sea, battling the fierce waves. He reached the unconscious captain and with all his strength pulled him back to the ship. The crew quickly hoisted them aboard, and the captain, though shaken, soon regained consciousness, very grateful for Daniel's bravery. After surviving the journey through Cape Horn, the Tenacity sailed many more days, finally coming upon a beautiful enchanted island in the Caribbean Sea. As the ship entered the bay, dozens of native islanders paddled their canoes out to greet them. In days to come, they would provide food, shelter, and friendship, helping the crew recover from their ordeal. One day, while exploring the island, Daniel found an ancient map hidden inside a hollow tree. The map depicted a treasure buried deep within the island. Excited, Daniel gathered the crew and they tenaciously set off on a quest to find the hidden treasure. They faced numerous challenges, including navigating through dense jungles, crossing treacherous rivers, and solving intricate puzzles left by the island's ancient inhabitants. After days of relentless searching, they finally unearthed a chest filled with gold. The treasure not only brought them wealth, but also a deeper bond as they celebrated their discovery together. Some crew members had grown homesick for England and bought passage on an English ship that had by chance encountered the island and docked several days in the bay. The peaceful tranquility of the island was shattered one morning by the arrival of a notorious pirate crew. The pirates, led by the fearsome Captain Blackbeard, sought to claim the island and its treasures for themselves. Daniel and the crew, along with the island's natives, prepared to defend their home. They devised clever traps and strategies to outwit the pirates. In a fierce battle, Daniel faced Captain Blackbeard in a one-on-one duel. With his tenacity, quick reflexes, and bravery, Daniel managed to defeat the pirate captain, sending him to the Promised Land and his fellow pirates fleeing on their macabre ship anchored in the bay. The island was safe once more, and the crew celebrated their hard-earned victory. One evening, as the sun set over the horizon, Daniel and the crew discovered a hidden lagoon with waters that shimmered with an otherworldly glow. The island's natives spoke of the lagoon's magical properties, believed to grant wishes to those who swam in its waters. Skeptical but curious, Daniel and the crew decided to take a dip. As they swam, they felt a sense of peace and rejuvenation. Each crew member made a wish, and to their amazement, their wishes began to come true. The lagoon became a place of solace and hope, reminding them of the magic and wonder that still existed in the world. One evening, a terrible fire in the ship's galley sunk the majestic Tenacity to the bottom of the bay. As the days turned into weeks, Daniel found himself increasingly drawn to the island's beauty and its people. Among them was a beautiful native girl named Kara, whose kindness and grace captivated him. Kara was known for her wisdom and her deep connection to the island's traditions. Daniel and Kara spent many evenings together, walking along the golden beaches and sharing stories under the starlit sky. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and soon they realized they were deeply in love. In a joyous celebration, Daniel and Kara were married, surrounded by their friends, the crew, and the island's natives. The ceremony was filled with music, dancing, and heartfelt blessings, symbolizing the union of two different worlds. Years passed, and Daniel and Kara were blessed with 3 wonderful children. Together, Daniel and Kara raised their children in the paradise they called home. They taught them the values of courage, kindness, and respect for nature. The family thrived, their hearts filled with love and gratitude for the life they had built together. And so the brave deckhand Daniel Ivanov, his beloved Kara, and their 3 children lived happily ever after, their days filled with adventure, love, and the magic of their island paradise. Daniel, whose actions and behavior lived up to his ship's name, would be eternally grateful for the adventurous life his love of ships and the sea had delivered.